Hello cardboard lovers, it's Cardboard Badger here. I hope you're doing well, and today we have for you the top 10 most expensive box toppers from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. We are going to be using TCG player prices, and we are going to be focusing on the regulars. So these are going to be the cards that you're going to pull from a set booster box. If you happen to want any of these in foil, you will have to purchase the collector booster box, where you get a very fancy premium foil only booster. And there are a total of 20 cards. There are 19 reprints. There is one brand new card, and I will say it is somewhere in the top 10. And that being said, we shall start off with our very first card, which is Archaeomancer's Map. For 3 mana, 2 and a white, we have an artifact with: when Archaeomancer's Map enters the battlefield, search your library for up to 2 basic playing cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. And whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, if that player controls more lands than you, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. And that is currently going for $3.60. Next, in 9th place, we have got Colossus Hammer. 1 mana, we have an artifact equipment. Quick creature gets +10/+10 and loses flying, with a very expensive equip cost of 8. And that's currently going for $4.63. At number 8, we have Lightning Greaves. For 2 mana, we have artifact equipment. A quick creature has haste and shroud, and it has an equip cost of 0. And that is currently going for $6.18. And in number 7, Wedding Ring. For 4 mana, 2 white, we have an artifact with: when Wedding Ring enters the battlefield, if it was cast, target opponent creates a token. That's a copy of it. And whenever an opponent who controls an artifact named Wedding Ring draws a card, during their turn, you draw a card. And also, whenever an opponent who controls an artifact named Wedding Ring gains life during their turn, you gain that much life. And that is currently going for $6.21. And in 6th place, we have Coercive Portal. For 4 mana, we have an artifact with Will of the Council. At the beginning of your upkeep, starting with you, each player votes for Carnage or Homage. If Carnage gets more votes, sacrifice Coercive Portal and destroy all non-land permanents. If Homage gets more votes, or the vote is tied, you draw a card. And that is currently going for $8.90. In 5th place, we have got Coat of Arms. I absolutely love this card. 5 mana, we have an artifact with: each creature gets +1/+1 for each other creature on the battlefield that shares at least one creature type with it. Amazing card, and this is currently going for $12.09. In 4th place, we have got Amulet of Vigor. For 1 mana, we have an artifact with: whenever a permanent enters the battlefield tapped and under your control, untap it. And that is currently going for $19.45. So we are into the top 3, and we still haven't seen the new card yet. At number 3, we have got Chromatic Ori. 7 mana, we have a legendary artifact with: you may spend mana as though it were mana of any colour. You can tap it. You can add 5 colourless, and for 5 tap it, draw a card for each colour among permanents you control. And this is currently going for $24.75. And at number 2, it is the new card. We have got Chimil, the Inner Sun. 6 mana, legendary artifact. Spells you control can't be countered. And at the beginning of your end step, discover 5. This is absolutely amazing. And this is currently going for $31.08. And at number 1, the most expensive Lost Caverns of Ixalan box topper, we have got the one and only Chalice of the Void XX, an artifact. Chalice of the Void enters the battlefield with X charge counters on it. Whenever a player casts a spell with mana value equal to the number of charge counters on Chalice of the Void, counter that spell. And that is currently going for $59.74. So there we have it. That is the entire top 10, the most expensive box toppers from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. If you're lucky enough to open one of these, at least you've got a rough idea now of the ones currently of the highest price. And obviously there are another 10 below this. As far as the one I opened, if you want to check out the quality that I managed to pull, I'll put a link in the description below for you to check out. And if you've enjoyed this and you'd like to like, share, subscribe, do all the usual business, it will help out the channel hugely. Thank you in advance. And other than that, I'd just like to say thank you for watching, people, and we'll see you again soon here on Cardboard Badger.